From Dharwad, Divya ma'am.
Audible, ma'am?
Ha
Yes,
ha
ma'am.
ha ha ha. Audible, audible. Yes.
Okay, okay, fine, ma'am.
Okay, Ranebenur connected. Good morning. Okay, Nipani class 20 connected. Joseph, are you there? Clearly, Raibag, both of the class connected. No Raibag. But yaariga Ranebenur, Dharwad, and Chikodi. Okay, chalo. So without wasting time, who is behind me? Wow. Who is this cute little fellow you can see? Who is it? Me?
Bat,
You? Bat? Bat is a bird or a mammal?
mammal.
Mammal. Okay. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮು? Anybody remembers? No one. We had did all the theories. Remember how the universe formed, how the earth formed, how the life on the earth came. ಯಾವ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ ನಾವು? Evolution, people.
Evolution.
Hmm. Then what did Darwin said? What did Alfred Wallace said? ಮತ್ತೆ evidences of evolution ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕತ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. Remember? We were doing evidences.
Ma'am,
ಹಾ ಹೇಳು.
we are audible, ma'am?
ಹಾ ಯಾವ ಬ್ಯಾಚು?
Ranebennur.
ಎಸ್ ಆಡಿಬಲ್. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ದೆ, ನನಗನ್ಸೋ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೀನಿ. ಫಾಸಿಲ್ಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್
All
ಡನ್.
gyms.
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರಿಬೇಕು, ಅನಾಟಾಮಿಕಲ್ and morphological evidence. So under this anatomical, and now pay attention, okay? Illinda theory questions also you can expect, theory questions and comparative level very good number of questions from here. Pay attention. Then anatomical and morphological evidence alli we will see two things. One is what is homologous organs. Anyone?
Which are having same and
Same structure,
same
different
invisible
function.
structures but perform different function.
Okay, which means the anatomical structures are same, which means they have origin
Different function.
same, but perform different function.
Functions.
Yes. So homologous organs, what do we say? That these organs anatomically are similar. For example, as we saw the bat, the limbs of a bat, what are the same example? Limbs of bat, human, cheetah, etc. They all have four limbs. Everyone will have what? Everyone will have four limbs.
Four limbs.
Hind limbs and forelimbs both. Forelimbs are made up of what? Carpal, metacarpal, phalanges. Name of the bones. You have done this in locomotion chapter only. So same ide, the bones, whatever which is present in the forelimbs are same of all these organisms. But bat uses their forelimb to fly, cheetah will use the forelimb to run, and man uses the forelimb to perform different kinds of functions: eating, writing, driving. Correct? So this gives us a evidence that human and bat both are two different species. Correct? But because they have same common ancestor, which means at certain point of evolution they were sharing a common ancestor, and from one particular point they must have diverged to form different species. So that is why we say it is an evidence that ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ they were having a common ancestor. So such kind of evolution where they were having common ancestor, and from one point they literally diverged to become two different species, this is called, Anyone? Which kind of evolution?
Divergent
Divergent
evolution.
Good job. This is called as divergent evolution. So at one point they are literally differentiating to form different species, but because they are a common origin means they are all mammals. That is why they will share a common features, common structures. Correct? Okay, who all are there now? Chikkodi is there, Ranebenur is there, and Dharwad is there. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ಇದೀರಲ್ಲ
Yes,
ಎಲ್ಲರೂ?
ma'am.
ಸರಿ, ಈಗ ಇದೇ ಥರ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವುದಿದೆ? ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಒನ್ ಹೋಮೋಲಾಗಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್.
Analogous organ.
Analogous.
ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅನಾಲೋಗಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ದೇ ಆರ್
Structure.
Different perform
Different structure and
Same perform functions.
okay, which means they have different structure but perform
same
same
function.
form.
Same function.
function.
yes. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ?
Eye of octopus and man.
The octopus and
ಓಕೆ,
mammals.
ಐ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಟೋಪಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್
Octopus, man.
Wings of butterfly and
ವಿಂಗ್ಸ್,
birds.
ಎಸ್, ವಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ದು ವಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ವಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್
Wings of insect and bird.
ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು? ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್? ವಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಏನು? ಟು ಫ್ಲೈ.
To fly.
Ha,
Yes.
so performing function is same. What function they are performing? To fly. But the origin, bat is a mammal, bird is aves.
Ifs.
Bird is a different species itself. The class, the phylum only different agatte. Correct? So that is how in plants also, because of the storage, the thorns and tendrils of cucurbita, that will also show you same kind of evolution. So what is happening here? Because of the different origin but sharing a common function, they are related at a common point, and
Convergent evolution.
such kind of evolution is called convergent.
Convergent evolution.
Convergent evolution.
Good. ಶಾಣೆ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲೋ. Good job. Convergent evolution. Correct? Then, next evidence is what? Embryological? ಏನಿದೆ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್?
Biochemical.
ಏನಿದೆ?
Natural selection.
One of you.
Natural selection.
Natural selection ಬೇಡ. Wait, we will finish
Adaptive
the
radiation. Adaptive radiation.
Wait, there is a embryological evidence. Heading illa, idu heading illa. But after convergent evolution only there is 1, 2, 3 lines irbeku. No separate heading. But I have given a separate heading. ನಾನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಡಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಹೆಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೆಪ್ರೇಟ್ಲಿ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವನ್. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೆದಿರತ್ತೆ. 2, 3 sentences should be there. What they are trying to explain, that embryos of different organism share common ancestry, or they show similar features at embryo, and that features will disappear when the embryo develops. Andre, for example, suppose this is an embryo of a fish and suppose this is an embryo of a man. Both of them will have a gill slits. Pay attention. Both of them will have a gill slit. Even the fish embryo, even the human embryo, or a tadpole or a salamander, take any embryo. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗಿಲ್ ಸ್ಲಿಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಫಿಶ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಗಿಲ್ ಸ್ಲಿಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್. Man embryo, the gill slit will be later on as the embryo develops 20 days, let's say 3rd month, 4th month. Slowly it will be replaced by trachea and lungs, because human will respire by lungs and fish will respire by gill slits. So ಹೇಳೋ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? embryological evidence means what? The early embryo show some common characteristics. All of the early embryos show common characteristics which will then disappear when the embryo develops. So this is again evidence that some point of time when embryos are matching, which means if the embryo is showing any ancestral characteristic, That means they were having some common things many, many years ago. So this study of embryology anta ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, this embryal study is also an evidence that some point of the time there was a common ancestry shared. So this is the third evidence. Like that you have one more evidence, ಏನಂದ್ರೆ geographical evidence anta ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Geographical means at some places, for example Asian lion ಅಂತನೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, African lion ಅಂತನೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So both are lion, but because of the geographical distribution they have been separated, and that's how they have been adapted. These points, if it is not there, you can make a note of it. Okay, then you have one more, that is biochemical evidence. Biochemical evidence means what? When organisms share common proteins, where they have common proteins or enzymes or any hormones. Ide book alli biochemical evidence should be there in your book. Before adaptive radiation, natural selection ginta munche elladru irbeku nodi. It should be there. There is no heading, theory ide, idella nodbeku ನೀವು, you should read, you will get it. So biochemical evidence means, Chikudi people, what is going on? ಯಾಕೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ? But they missed so much. We can't wait now, we have to continue. Okay, so biochemical evidence means what? Let's say the hormone present in your body and the hormone which is present in the dog's body, it is same. Enzymes present in the cat, enzyme present in the fish, same. So these proteins or enzymes or hormones which are present in one species are similar. For example, insulin hormone in your body and insulin hormone in a cattle animal is same. How it is possible? So this is an evidence that somewhere these two were related, somewhere they had a common ancestry. So presence of common proteins or common enzymes and hormones also is a evidence that it is sharing a common ancestry. So these are the different evidences. In evidence alli there is a one more term you may come across, it is not there in the book, sumne barkoli, a concept called atavism. Atavism means appearance of, this is a bit neat level, appearance of ancestral character in young one. This is rare, okay? For example, iduk example andre sometimes there is a gill slit present on the baby of a embryo. ಆ embryo ಅಥವಾ ಆ baby ಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ slit ಇರಬಾರ್ದು, ಈ ಥರ slit ಇರುತ್ತೆ on the throat, which should not be there. Then sometimes example, a baby is born with a tail. Short tail means not a long tail, but in the back at your backbone there will be short small ಈ ಥರ tail ಥರ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. So rare, very very rare, okay? When any of such ancestral characteristic is seen, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತೆಗೆದುಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. When is such characteristic is seen ಅಲ್ಲ, that is called atavism. So if you just come across any question, you should know ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು, yeah, that's all. 5 evidences: fossils, anatomical and morphological, embryological, geographical and biochemical. 5 types of evidences. Here in embryology, remember this word. Ontology is followed by ಇದು ನಿಮಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಬೇಡ. If you come across an, I'll tell. Let us see. If you come across any question, then I'll tell, because this is a AIMS level question. ನಿಮಗೇನು AIMS ಇಲ್ಲ ಈಗ, CET level ಮಾಡೋಣ ಸಾಕು. Let me go with some questions. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅಡಾಪ್ಟಿವ್ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Before that, we'll do questions and then we'll go to adaptive radiation. It is same actually, but okay. Huh. Chalo. Study of fossils indicates that
Option D.
evolution of life forms, fitness of a species, geological
Option
history.
A, ma'am.
Evolution of a life forms.
C option.
Option D,
D.
ma'am.
D.
Don't you
D.
think D is more correct? Geographical period in which organization existed.
Yes, ma'am.
You remember last time fossil ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ I had told you about the carbon dating. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಫಾಸಿಲದ್ದು ಏಜ್ ತೆಗಿತಾರೆ. ಐ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್, ಇದನ್ನು ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ರೈಟ್. ಜಿಯೋಲಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ವೆನ್ ದಟ್ ಆರ್ಗಾನಿಸಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಅಗ್ರೀಡ್? ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್? ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್? ಓಕೆ, ಮುಂದೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಈಸಿ, ಕಮ್ ಆನ್, ಕ್ವಿಕ್.
Option D. Option D.
Option D. Option D.
Option D.
Similar anatomical structure, different function. Okay, good job. Okay. Be careful.
Option C. C.
Everyone option C. Divergent evolution.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now, do not give answers. I want you to raise cue cards. Okay. No raising, no saying answers. Silent iri, 2 minutes. Let me see the response and then we'll discuss. Okay. Come on. Waiting for your responses, people.
C.
Wait,
C.
just a second. I said, hold on. You understand my instructions?
Option C.
Okay. Potato and sweet potato. What is sweet potato in Kannada?
Genasu.
Anybody in Marathi? No. Okay, fine. So what is the difference? Potato, what is the potato? It's a stem, root or what?
Stem.
Stem modified.
So this potato is a stem and sweet potato is?
Root. Modification.
Okay, so C, most of your options. Wow, so many of answers C. You know, they are modification of stem and root respectively and are analogous organs. Okay. Modifications of stem and missing word. Are modification of stem and respectively homologous. Homologous or analogous?
Analogous.
Why?
Analogous.
What is the common function?
Store food.
Storage of food and water.
Correct.
Is the food
They
and
are
water.
being modified for food storage. Good job. Okay, one more cue card and then we'll do adaptive radiation. Okay. Yellide. Huh.
Option A. Analogous.
Analogy. Option A.
Very easy. Okay. Anybody knows what is the meaning of this? Connecting link. Anybody knows what is connecting link? It is not there in the book, I guess. I don't know. Check it. But what is the meaning? Connecting link means those organisms, I'll tell you with the example, people. Listen. PUII ನಲ್ಲಿ you remember you have done animal kingdom, you have done plant kingdom. There are so many different phylums of animals. Remember? Porifera, Coelenterata, Platyhelminths, Aschelminths, Mollusca, Arthropoda, then till hemichordates and chordates. So how this phylum are divided? This phylum are divided based upon their common characteristics. So what must have happened? Now, for example, some of the fishes which wanted to try to become amphibian, means some of the fishes which tried to crawl on the land and tried to stay on the land, and then some of them succeeded, some of them did not succeed. So few of them who succeeded were then called as amphibian, and who did not succeed, either they died or they went back to water. So Kellen organism, they show when they were transiting from water to land, there were some mixture of characteristics which was shown in the previous class also and next class also. Okay, to give you with example, platypus. What is platypus? Anybody remembers? No.
It's lay egg.
Correct. But what it is? Comes under which phylum? Platypus is the one which lays egg, but they are mammals. Yake reptiles, aves and mammals. Aves admale. Aves means birds. Birds admale mammals bantu. So mammal, platypus, mammal idru kuda, still it was laying the egg. So that's why such organism which is showing the previous egg, birds will lay the egg. Correct? And platypus ige mammal ilsali yak hakidro because it is having mammary glands. But mixed characters. Andre ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ many years ago some of them tried to change themselves, but small changes ಆಗಿದೆ, small changes ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. Such organisms are called as connecting links, which were able to show similar characteristics to the next class and previous class also. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ in ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದೆಲ್ಲ all were forming the mammals, and before platypus all were forming the aves or birds. So that is called connecting link. Then you will come across also one more word sometimes, which is called as missing link. Now connecting link means the organism that connects the two different classes or two different phylum. Missing link means what? Same organism, if it is alive, suppose it is alive, then we say it's a connecting link, but now it is dead. For example, Archaeopteryx. This is an flying dinosaur. It is kind of a flying dinosaur. So this was a connecting link between a reptile and ave. Some dinosaur is a reptile, correct? Correct, no? Or is it a mammal? Dinosaur gives egg, people. It's a reptile. So few dinosaur, new movie adu nodidre gottagatte. If you have seen dinosaur movie, there were some flying one also, which means they had developed wings. So same character, like some characteristics which is matching to the ave, some characteristics which is matching to reptile, but they could not exist. Few of them existed, and whatever existed, ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಇದ್ರು ಅಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಇದ್ರು, ಆಮೇಲೆ they all converted to the all birds. Currently you do not have any living of this Archaeopteryx. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲ, currently ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲ. So we say it's a missing link. Okay, these terms if you come across you should know. Sorry, adaptive radiation ಏನು, natural selection, ಎರಡು, I'll teach you it simultaneously because it's the same concept only, repeated many times. Natural selection and adaptive radiation. Okay, so what did Darwin see? These are the two concepts which was given by Darwin. So what he was saying that evolution are these are the two basic fundamentals on which the evolution was basically depending upon. So what he gave by observing on the Galapagos Island, he had observed the bird which was now called as Darwin finches. The different beak size of the bird gives what? Anybody? When he had been observing to different island, Galapagos is nothing but the island, okay? So ಬೇರೆ island at least, let's say this is one island, 2, 3, 4, 5 something, it is some 7-8 groups of island forming a one big archipelago. Now one bird from this land must have flew to this land, and these birds generally eat what? They eat seeds, they eat tiny worms, they can eat fruits, they can eat small insects, correct? This is what the birds will eat. Now when any bird flew from this place to the different island, whatever eatable thing was available at that island, according to that the beak size of that bird went on changing. Maybe initially the beak was very small because it was eating only worms, only insects. But when it flew to different island, depending upon the different sources of eating there, the beak size were seen in a different variation. And the one which survived had developed that particular beak in that particular area. This is called survival of the fittest. Same thing as we did last time, which leads to natural selection. The nature in this area selected only those birds which were able to eat successfully in that particular area, and they were also able to reproduce. That is how only that bird which can change its beak was surviving. Other beaks or other birds, either they died or they could not survive, or they must have flied away, or they must have went to some another land in search of food. So wherever, whichever land, ಈಗ ಕಾಶ್ಮೀರಿಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ you will wear a sweater. If you go to Rajasthan, you will try to wear something which is comfortable clothes, correct? So you are trying to adjust as per the different environment. Same changes used to happen in that birds. That is what Darwin said, that from one point, literally, the birds were radiating. That radiating is because of their different environmental adaptations. And that's why the concept is called as adaptive radiation, because they were different, they were migrated to different places, and wherever they migrated, they adapted that living in that particular area. So they developed different kind of beak sizes, and therefore this concept was called as adaptive radiation, which is a result of natural selection. Adaptive radiation is a result of natural selection only, because when nature selected that particular organism in that area, then the concept or that process is called as adaptive radiation. Getting adaptive radiation is a process, a result of natural selection only. ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬಹುದು. Okay, so as like this, there is one more example of Australian marsupials. ಇದು ಏನು? What is Australian marsupials? Anybody knows? It's a diagram. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾರಲ್ಲ Australian marsupials ಬಗ್ಗೆ? No. This is not there in the book. Marsupial ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? You don't know? See, there are two types of mammals. ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ರೋ, this is basic. One is placental, one is marsupial.
Pouch animals.
Placental means the organism that nourishes the young one. Placenta ಏನು? You are in PUII 2. You know what is placenta, right? I'll not tell what is placenta now. And second one, marsupial means what?
Pouched.
When, yes, young one is nourished or taken care in a pouched. The pouched structure, like kangaroo. In the kangaroo, you must have seen there is a pouch structure. So, bore kangaroo alla, there is a sugar glider, there is a wombat, there is a Tasmanian wolf, then there is some tiger also. What is that name? I don't
Tiger
remember
cat.
all the name. So there are so many organisms, but they are seen that all of that marsupials from one point, one is kangaroo, one is rat, one is sugar glider, one is wolf, one is tiger. So from one point, all of them are performing the same function, meaning homologous organs, meaning divergent evolution, meaning adaptive radiation. Listen carefully, all three are same. Homologous organ anta helಬಹುದು, meaning they have given rise to divergent evolution, which is nothing but adaptive radiation. ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಅಂದರೆ not literally same, but they have a same concept. We did same ಅಲ್ಲ, homologous organ ಅಲ್ಲಿ what we did, the marsupial, the pouch that is formed in this Australian marsupials, pouch is doing the same function to nourish. but one is a rat, one is a kangaroo, then you have a wombat, then you have a sugar glider,
Tiger cat. Tiger cat.
tiger cat. So everybody is a
Rat.
different species. Yellano bere different species, but they have a common pouch which serves the same function. Correct? So this can be called as a divergent evolution also. From one point they have been diverged. So the anatomical structure is same. So we can say this homologous organ divergent evolution. Athwa, if you get confused here, you can simply remember even these two are the same. Divergent evolution or adaptive radiation. From one point diverging. Convergent andre yenagatte from 2 points coming together. This is converging. And one day point in the bere kade hode, this is divergent. So here from one point it is radiating. So adaptive radiation and divergent evolution are same. But that time the concept of divergent evolution Darwinige gottirlilla, so he gave the word adaptive radiation ashte. What Darwin knew, he gave whatever it is. So we will also study like that only. Darwin gave adaptive radiation anta. But if you make a statement that Darwin, what you say, divergent evolution gave rise to adaptive radiation, hing barudrudu tappalla, it is correct. Getting the concept?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me see if you have questions or not. Ide, fine. Okay, chalo, try to see the questions. Do not answer people, please don't answer. Generate the poll, I need to see your responses. That will give me the hint, nimage eshtu artha agide anta. So don't say. Scan the answers, please. I have not got your responses, people. Not scan the answer? Okay. Fine. An incorrect statement ketadaro. Incorrect statement about Darwin finches. Original ground finches were seed eaters. Their beaks were altered to feed upon insects only. Alteration in beaks made the finches insectivorous and vegetarian. The evolution in finches started from a point and radiated to other areas. Insect ugly, seed ugly, athwa worm or leaf, anything. That direction was literally radiating from one point to different areas. So D should be your most option, but most of you have selected B and C also. Not necessary. ಅದು ತಪ್ಪಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. What it is given?
Incorrect.
Correct, ma'am.
Oh,
Option
sorry.
D is correct.
Oh my god. Sorry, yeah. Correct. So this is a right statement. Original ground finches were seed eaters. ಈ ಥರ ಏನು sentence ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ. We don't have like this sentence.
No, ma'am.
There is no such sentence. Their beaks were altered to feed upon insects only. Not necessary. Alteration in beaks made the finches insectivorous and vegetarian. This is possible, but this is not possible. Bare insects antalla. It can depend. Bere area ali bere nu agbahudu. I think B is incorrect.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Bare insects antalla. It could be seed. It could be any other small worm. It could be a fly. It can be a fruit. Anything it can be. Bare insect not necessary. Yes. Thank you. This is a true statement. This is
Ma'am,
false.
about option A.
Original ground finches andre from one ground when they flew to other ground illi en bird itla were they seed eaters. Do you know that? Is there given that birds which was living in the mainland they eat only seed? Is it given like that?
No, ma'am.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ we cannot consider that. ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ that they were only seed eaters ಅಂತ. There is a ambiguity, there is a confusion in one statement A ಅಲ್ಲಿ. It is not clearly
Ma'am, it
given.
is there in textbook.
Ma'am, it is there in textbook.
NCRT.
ಹಾ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ whether it is given or not.
Yes, ma'am.
Then it's a true statement. We have to select
Yes, ma'am.
B.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ha, so it is given, then
Yes,
it's a
ma'am.
true statement. But B ಅಲ್ಲಿ why we go with B is insects only ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರು, not necessary. ಬರೀ insects ಅಂತಲ್ಲ. Whatever the bird gets to eat there, it will change according to that. So ಬರೀ insects ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. It may get different thing also. ಆ ಥರ. Okay. Easy. Which of them is a placental mammal? There are two things
D.
in your book. People, pay attention. New adaptive radiation next page ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎರಡಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. One is marsupial and one is placental mammal. ಎರಡಿದೆ column. There are two columns and there are many organisms here.
B, ma'am. Option B.
Correct.
And B,
Both
ma'am.
of them, one minute, hold on. I'm trying to tell you one concept here. See, ಇಲ್ಲಿ only Australian marsupials consider ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ it is a type of adaptive radiation or divergent evolution. Pay attention. If we consider only Australian marsupials, then ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು organism ಬರುತ್ತೆ, they are all product of divergent evolution. Whatever marsupials come here, they are all product of divergent evolution. But if there is a question that is comparing Australian marsupials and Australian placental animals, then these two are a product of convergent evolution. Henge? What is the meaning of convergent? Structures are different, but they perform the same function. Correct? Convergent evolution, how we define? They are different, but they perform the same function. So the pouches present here and the placenta that is present here, even though structural different idrunu, the connecting between mother and fetus, the nourishment or whatever function they have, they are common. That's why if there is a question, Australian marsupial and placental mammals, they both are connected by convergent evolution. And ಬರೇ Australian marsupial ಅದರೊಳಗಡೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ they are divergent evolution. Understanding the concept?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಈಗ? Which of this is
Option
considered
C.
bobcat?
C, ma'am.
Mole, flying phalanger is also marsupial. Okay. Yes. Be careful. This is there in your book also. There is a statement. Which are the two key concepts?
Option
And
B.
they are asking
B.
which is
Option
not.
Option B.
B.
Option
Option
B.
B.
Option B.
B.
How?
Option B.
Branching, descent and natural selection, these both were given by Darwin. Agreed?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Branching descent andre ಏನು? From one generation to another generation, another generation, another generation. It will go on passing. Whatever variation. ಈಗ ಅದು finches ನೋಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ನಾವು. All those finches, the type of that beak will be given to their generation also. So natural selection and branching descent are two key concepts. Correct. But founder's effect. What is the meaning of founder's effect? Anyone?
When a species gets on a new place, it reproduces and produces a population of its own kind.
Correct.
That's
ಅಂದ್ರೆ
why-
ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದ ಜಾಗ ಬಿಟ್ಟು, let's say from one particular area, some X organisms goes and lives to another place. Correct? And this will start reproducing to produce its own population. Generally this is very near. ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದ ಏರಿಯಾ ಬಿಟ್ಟು immediately it is shifting to the next. ಅಂದರೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪಕ್ಕಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಬಾಜು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದೇರ್. ಸೊ this became a founder of a new species. That's why we say it's a founder's effect. Yes? So yes, founder's effect was not given by Darwin. Okay, what is Lamarck theory then?
Use and disuse theory.
Oh, wait. I am searching. Try this. It's a PYQ. Raise the Q cards, people.
And D.
Option D.
Not true, please. Nangate ನೀವು ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಬೇಡ್ರಿ. Not
D.
true. D na?
Option D.
Option D.
Option D.
Option D, ma'am.
Option D.
Flippers of penguins and dolphins are a pair of homologous
Option
organs.
B.
No, ma'am. They are analogous.
Option D.
Ade. They are asking not true.
Option D. Option D,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Fourth
Analogous
one.
structures are result of convergent
Option D.
evolution is true. Sweet
Option D,
potato
ma'am.
and potato, true. Homology indicates true, common ancestry. Flippers
D
of
is
penguins
false.
and dolphins is false.
ma'am.
Analogous
Homologous
organs.
alga.
Analogous organs.
Yes,
Analogous.
because they perform a common function of swimming. So this is an incorrect statement. Okay. Try this.
Option B.
B. ಇಷ್ಟು ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಾ?
Second one, ma'am.
Second one, ma'am. Option B.
ಇಷ್ಟು
Option B.
ಬೇಗ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು? ಅಡಾಪ್ಟಿವ್ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್.
Darwin finches.
Darwin finches.
Where is 3?
First one, fourth one, ma'am.
Fourth one, ma'am.
P4. P4.
Adaptive radiation.
ಒಂದೇ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ P4. ಓಕೆ, ಗುಡ್ ಒನ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಸರಿ, ಲಾಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ? ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಡೂ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆನ್ ಲಾಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಥಿಯರಿ?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait. Where is Lamarck question? If you don't know, I'll tell you. Anyone, ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಜನರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. I'll tell it. Incorrect. They are asking again incorrect. ಎಷ್ಟು ಉಲ್ಟಾ questions ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. Select incorrect statement about Lamarck. Lamarck said what, you know? Lamarck's theory was based upon the use and disuse of organ.
Option C.
Means the organism, where it uses the organs for longer time, it will be benefited and given to the various generation. But
Ma'am,
if
you are not audible, ma'am.
not audible now, which class is not audible? ಯಾರಿಗೆ? Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And if the organ is not used, then it will
No,
eliminate.
ma'am. Again, you are not audible, ma'am.
Not
Ranabin
audible,
Lord.
ma'am.
Not audible.
Ranabir second class audible, ma'am.
Ma'am, from
ಯಾರಿಗೆ
Dharwad,
ಇಲ್ಲ?
it is audible.
Okay, maybe my mic is correct. Maybe some error from your side. Just check. ಏನು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? B. Evolution of
C.
life forms
C.
occur for using.
Option C, ma'am.
The
C.
essence of Lamarck theories about evolution is natural selection. Yes.
Can C, ma'am.
Incorrect. Correct. ಹೌದು. We have to select incorrect. So yes, you are right. Okay, there are ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ನಾಳೆ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಇದನ್ನ because we have time up. Mutation theory ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾಳೆ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಲಾ? Do this lastly. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Do this. Resemblance between wildly different groups due to the common adaptation.
Third one, ma'am. Third one.
Option C.
Option C, ma'am.
Convergent
Fancy.
evolution.
Convergent
Correct.
evolution.
That is what analogous organs do because of their different appearances, but because of their common adaptation, like flippers of penguin and dolphin. Penguin and dolphin, one is bird, one is mammal, but they have adapted to swim. That's why they have a common thing, and that's why it's a convergent evolution. Correct? Okay, fine. Okay. Munda, we will do later on. Mutation theory in the mundu madustini.
E.
Who gave this?
Darwin.
Darwin. Yes.
Option A.
Fine. We'll stop here, people. From mutation theory, mundiride Hardy-Weinberg law, mutation theory, evolution of man. Alva?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
In between it is theoretical. Adana ನೀವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. Fine. We will come back tomorrow and we will try to complete this chapter. Okay? So read and come the evolution of man, because you will get many questions on evolution of man. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ question ಬರ್ಬೋದು. Okay? Chalo. Have a good day, and today was a nice session because all of you gave really very good answers. Thank you. Give me a feedback. Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
girls.
Bye, ma'am.
Good
Bye,
day.
ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.